Hey everyone, Dan here from deepenglish.com. This is the normal speed lesson for this week's listening fluency listening lesson. At the end of this lesson, I'm going to be explaining some of the vocabulary. As always, you can download these lessons in 3 speeds, a slow speed, a normal speed, and a fast speed at deepenglish.com. Okay, click subscribe to get these lessons every week, and let's listen. deepenglish.com. If you are a lover of chocolate, you've heard of Godiva chocolates. These luxury chocolates are named after Lady Godiva of 11th century England. Lady Godiva was a very rich woman, but according to legend, she was also a defender of the poor. Godiva was married to the powerful Lord Leofric, who heavily taxed the poor. Godiva protested the unfair taxes to Leofric, but her protests fell upon deaf ears. Leofric joked that he would lower taxes when Godiva rode through the streets naked. Leofric never expected her to take the joke seriously, but that's exactly what she did. She agreed to ride a horse with nothing but her long hair to cover her. But before doing so, she told the townspeople to stay inside their homes and close their windows. Everyone obeyed except for a tailor named Tom, who peeped out his window as she rode by naked on a horse. And that is where we get the English expression, peeping Tom, which describes someone who spies on people while they are naked. Historians say that Lady Godiva and Leofric were, in fact, real people. Godiva probably never rode through the streets naked, but the expression peeping Tom is still in use today. Many English idioms come from centuries ago. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater means to be careful not to throw away good things when you are throwing away bad things. In the Middle Ages, people lived without the luxury of running water. Back in those days, everyone shared the same bathwater. The father of the house bathed first and the mother bathed next. The children would bathe last. By this time, the water was so dirty that you couldn't see through it and might accidentally throw the baby out with the bathwater. This expression was borrowed from German in the 1800s. Another common idiom that comes from the 1800s is to turn a blind eye. The British Admiral Nelson was once signaled by his superior to run from a fight. At that time, the military communicated across distances using signal flags. The one-eyed Nelson put his telescope up to his blind eye and said, "I really do not see the signal." He continued his attack and won the day. Today, the expression turn a blind eye means to choose to ignore some part of reality. Okay, today we heard 3 stories. Some of these stories may be new to you. All 3 of them are related to common English expressions we use today, but are hundreds of years old. If this is the first time to hear some of these stories, you're not alone. Many native English speakers don't even know these stories, but use these expressions frequently. Okay, let's look at 2 of them, fall on deaf ears and turn a blind eye. These 2 are related. They both describe situations where something is being ignored, but the way you use them is a little bit different. Let's look at the first one. The first one, fall on deaf ears. A couple examples might be imagine a woman wants some time off work. So she asks her boss, "Can I have some extra time off work? My family's sick and I need to take care of them." And the boss says no and ignores that request. Her request falls on deaf ears. Her explanation of why she needs time off falls on deaf ears. Another example might be a man who suggests to his boss that the company needs to improve their customer service, and the boss ignores this suggestion. His suggestion to improve the customer service falls on deaf ears. So that's falls on deaf ears. Let's look at the other one, to turn a blind eye. In the story we heard Admiral Nelson was ordered by his superior to run from a fight. And he turned a blind eye. He put the telescope to his blind eye and he said, I see no signal. So he ignored the request to run from the fight. But the important point is he pretended not to see it. So that's the main difference with turn a blind eye. It's not just to ignore, but it's also to pretend not to see. So let's look at a couple more examples. Another example might be a company president's son works for the company, and the president's son is making many mistakes at work, but the manager ignores these mistakes. He turns a blind eye to the president's son's mistakes because he knows one day the son will become the president. He turns a blind eye. He ignores his mistakes. Another example might be a woman who owns a fruit store and she sees a homeless man stealing some fruit and she turns a blind eye to his stealing because she knows he's hungry. She ignores him stealing. She turns a blind eye. And the third expression we used was to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So to throw the baby out with the bathwater means to throw away the good things with the bad things. So an example of that might be if you had a plan and you decided that that plan was no good and you threw that plan out. You said, I need to start over, but maybe there's some good points in the plan that you should keep. So for example, maybe you're planning a trip to Europe and you say, I want to visit France and Spain and Germany in 3 weeks. I want to spend 1 week in each country. Now you might think, 1 week in each country, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe that's not enough time to really get to know the country, get to know the culture. You know, this plan is no good. I should not take this trip. Now somebody might say, wait, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Maybe you can save parts of this plan. Maybe you can go to France and Germany and spend 10 days each, spend more time in each, and leave Spain for another trip. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Maybe parts of your plan are good and you don't need to start over. Okay, so that's the three expressions. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, turn a blind eye, and fall on deaf ears. So try using one of these expressions in the comments and I'll get back to you and let you know if you're using it correctly. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these lessons and click subscribe to get notified of these lessons every week. Okay, bye-bye.